Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. Okay, so I am really excited because, as you know, I'm collaborating with Molly from Molly's Artistry. So rewind a few years, I started my art journey by watching Molly on YouTube and I fell in love with fluid art. Molly has been such a huge influence to me, professionally and personally. We've become really good friends and I'm so grateful for all the support and encouragement Molly gives me. So, what we decided to do was choose one of our favourite films. Molly chose What Dreams May Come, and that film was really hard hitting and emotional to watch. So, basically, if you've not seen it, there's a character called Chris who tragically dies in a car accident. His wife can't cope with that tragedy and commits suicide. And the film tackles a huger range of issues of grief, suicide, heaven, hell, that kind of thing. But something that I took from the film were all the colours that were used within Chris's version of heaven. Chris's version was actually a painting that his wife Anna created, and it was almost like their dream retirement together. So what I've done is I've taken some of those colours, some of that inspiration from those colours from the film, including a purple tree, but I'll come on to that a little bit later to kind of describe my take from the film. I'm really excited. I'm so pleased you're here with us. Thank you again, and let's see what we can create. Okay, so before I begin layering my paint on the canvas, which is a 20 by 20 inch, I'm painting some of the base of the canvas using the 24 karat gold by Deco Art. Now this is going to be some negative space. So I don't know if you've guessed what I'm going to create just yet, but before I go into that detail, I'm going to be using a whole range of colours, and these colours basically represent one of the scenes in the film where the character kind of falls into this picture, which is basically his own imagination of what heaven is like. So I'm using a combination of all of these colours to replicate that kind of scene from that movie. And I don't know whether you've guessed it yet, but I'm going to layer all of my paints in the shape of a wave. I've just added the rest of my gold in that area, and then I'm going to layer all the different colours around that gold and on top, and then in time I will just blow that out using my dryer. But there are two reasons why I really wanted to do a wave. The first one is because when I was looking on YouTube for inspiration and came across Molly, Molly had created such a beautiful wave creation and design. So I wanted to take that idea and basically represent the film using the wave design, just so there's a little bit of Molly in this creation too. And the second reason was to really represent and signify the wave of emotion we experience when we're faced with grief. And I just wanted to mention a course that I've recently released, Art for Mindfulness. It's a course that I've designed to help with mental health and well-being. It's a course that explores what mindfulness is, ways that we can relax and unwind using different art techniques and exercises. If you'd like more information, then please check out the description box below. I really wanted to include all the colours that I saw in that scene in the film, so I'm just adding a little bit of everything in this wave. I'm now going to blow the paint out that I've layered on my canvas. I'm really mindful that the negative space that you see, the gold area, has already been painted and is dry. So when I blow out, I'm just conscious that I don't want a really sharp edge. As I blow out, I'm stepping back and just having a look at the design as I go along. Wow, I'm really enjoying seeing all of these colours together, and I really get that vibe of that scene in the film. I'm just using my mouth so I can ensure that the edge isn't as harsh and some of the other colours can shine through. When I'm blowing out, I'm really looking at the movement that I'm creating on that wave. I want the movement to reflect the direction of the wave. And you'll notice that I've kept purple and violet as the crest of the wave. That's to represent part of the film, the part where Anna, one of the characters, draws a tree that Chris sees in his version of heaven. Okay, so I have used the blower just to blow out the wave, but I am going to use my finger just to add a little bit more detail. I want some whispers within the wave, so I'm just going to lightly, with my finger, move some of the paint across, just to break up some of that block of colour. And I wanted to add some whispers just to create that very light and delicate effect within the wave itself. I'm just adding those whispers and having a look at the overall design. I step back and just have a look at the overall picture before I continue to add that detail. And here it is. Let's go in for a close-up of the wet version. I just love all those colours together. I love that I used my finger to add those whispers because I think that's really created that movement I wanted in that wave. So what I'll do now is I'll take you in for a dry look version. And Molly, I really hope you like the design that I've chosen to represent one of your favourite films, What Dreams May Come. And remember, if you'd like some more information on the course that I've written and designed, then please check out the details below. You won't regret it. Thank you so much for joining me today, and don't forget to go and check out Molly's creation that she's created on one of my favourite films if you've not already seen it. Thanks everyone, take care and have a great week. Bye!